say that. Is there a world that we live in where there's actually just I don't know, you'd call it decentralized news, or that it's just a down the middle, man got killed in Missouri today? Is there a world that exists, or will it just not get any ratings?
Well, is there a demand for it? I mean, part of journalism, and you guys could, obviously disagree with this, but part of journalism historically has been, filtering this through somebody who is objective and piece it together in a balanced way, in a responsible way, and to give you the story. Now, it's not scientific, but I've been doing it for 40 years. And look, I get that, I'm controversial in some ways because of the methods that I've used, and we got into that earlier. So, I've people who think that I push it too far with what I do. But I can tell you that it's a responsibility that I take to heart. I try to balance it. I was working on a script today on another project. And I went back and forth all morning to make sure that I wasn't using loaded words and that I was fair. And I preach this to my sons who are in business. Connor runs stuff by me all the time. What do you think about this? Is it fair to the police? Is it fair to the protesters? And is it perfect? No. Will it ever be? No. But I do think people want more than reading ticker tape without any interpretation.
Right. I don't think people have the time to amalgamate all the information into one linear thought, frankly.
No. And again, I mean, anything that is produced by humans has the chance at imperfection, by its very design and nature and reality. But I also think, though, that one of the things that happens is when you're in this 24/7 news cycle, and there's a part of the day and a section of each network that is devoted to the evening news, right? Whether it's local news or network news. And then you branch off into the cable world where everybody's trying to find their niche and take a stand. And then you get into, you're basically entering the editorial page or the op-ed section of the newspaper. It's not meant to be balanced. And I think sometimes, I'm not saying you guys, but I think sometimes people, confuse the two as to what's the news of the day versus what's somebody's opinion.
Sometimes
columnist on either left side or right side.
It's basically, like you said, I mean, it's a really good observation. There seems to be no demand, at least not in scale or at scale, for accurate reporting. People just want to hear their narrative reinforced. I think that's probably part of Maslow. You know what I mean? You feel insecure about your place in the world, or you just want to understand things and you can't because everything's so vast and complicated now. So anybody that can come around and give you a small, digestible and palatable version of what you think reality is, you're probably just going to believe it. But I
think that happens sometimes. Yeah.
That can't be, well, not sometimes. Come on, man. I mean, what's more popular, you and I sitting on this show having this discussion right now in an unbiased way, or fucking CNN bloviating about nonsense, or Fox making up some crazy bullshit? People are going to go for the crazy bullshit all the time, just like they rubberneck when somebody has a wreck in traffic.